Who's the pink? Is that David? Pinky.
Pink.
purple?
Is that the Cienega Creek Natural Preserve?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was just the establishment of the Cienega Creek Natural Preserve management plan by the district. What type of policies? It's an internal document, as it turned out. And it just lists our policies and actions that we are taking to protect the perennial stream flow and associated riparian habitat. Also sets up a system by where we can have the public enjoy the preserve as a low impact. And I guess I have the other, well, the other pink was as part of the management plan. One of our goals was to restore old ag fields that have been abandoned, and about 40 acres or so was abandoned near the Pantano town site, what we call the Pantano jungle area, at the lower preserve. And that part of that project, about 5 acres, was actually a Section 404 mitigation project. And what I heard from Julia was that that was the first project in Pima County whereby a Section 404 restoration project was allowed off-site. So this was off-site for actually, it was for soil cement bank protection that they were doing. Was it on the Santa Cruz or Pantano? Santa Cruz River, yeah. So there's a lot of lessons to learn about all of those, that type of project. But it was also another part of that project was a Partners for Wildlife grant whereby we used tall pot method for mesquite trees, and it was still a pretty brand new method back then. And we kind of did a tall pot pilot project. Don't have really good results from it, except that most of the trees actually did survive pretty well on the tall pot. At least their health's been pretty good.
So you guys were planting mesquites in a bosque type area?
In a floodplain,
In a
yeah, old
floodplain, okay.
floodplain. It was a mesquite bosque at one time that was cleared in the 1970s. And we restored it because it was not, it did not seem to be recovering as well naturally, especially from our photos previously in the 80s and early 1990s. So we went in, and that project, successful, though the trees haven't been growing up as well, it did restore a lot of the understory habitat. It's been very successful for understory.
So what about the bottom black?
That's mine.
Okay.
So in 1994, the Arizona Department of Water Resources released the statewide water assessment, which included information on the watershed, including both hydrology and geology and human water use. And actually, I didn't put it on there, but in 1974 was the statewide water plan, which was done by the Arizona Water Commission, which also contained information on human water use in the basin.